It's early morning on the coast of Charleston. Archaeologist James Spyrick and his team of researchers are gearing up to solve a maritime mystery. A centuries-old cold case lies beneath the water surface. His team is trying to figure out what happened to the H.L. Hunley.
We're trying to work, through all these events to try and figure out, what is the evidence of this explosion.
During the Civil War, a Union blockade on the port of Charleston led to fierce fighting on the water. The H.L. Hunley, a Confederate submarine, torpedoed Union battleship the USS Housatonic, the Hunley making history, becoming the first submarine to sink an enemy warship. But the Hunley never made it back to port that night. Instead, it disappeared, leaving a gap in history researchers are trying to fill.
This is a landmark event in naval history.
Michael Scafuri is the senior archaeologist at a conservation center examining the Hunley's wreckage. Even though the Hunley was recovered in the 90s, researchers still don't know what caused the submarine to sink.
Think of it in terms of crime scene investigation of a really cold case. A lot of the evidence sort of fades away over time.
Which is why researchers are now focusing on the Housatonic.
And so the only other place we're going to get new physical evidence is going to be the wreck of Housatonic, where the actual attack took place.
And that's where Spyrick and his team come in.
Now, every day for the past month, Spyrick and his crew have set out on this boat to the wreckage site about 5 miles out to sea to find new clues in the mystery of the Hunley.
After arriving at the wreckage site, the crew suits up and dives 30 feet to the ocean floor. Battling murky water using a process called hydroprobing, divers tap the wreckage with 10-foot poles, hoping the sound will lead them to the ship's hull.
Because that's where we believe that the damage would have been preserved.
And even though on this trip Spyrick and his team have yet to crack the case, this mapping expedition will help future researchers get a better idea of the wreckage area on the ocean floor.
As of now, there's still no clear indication of why the crew passed away after they successfully detonated their torpedo.
For now, the mystery of what happened to the Hunley remains. For Carolina News, I'm Flynn Snyder.